Morning all. Hope you guys are able to hear me. Please confirm guys. Hope you guys are able to hear me and able to see the screen as well, right?
Yes,
Yes, we
screen
are
is
able.
visible, but your voice is coming from far.
Okay, you guys are getting my voice low, right?
Yeah, little bit.
Okay, fine. Yesterday we have seen all these topics, right? So introduction about myself, what is meant by testing, and what are the tools we are learning, and what are the course timings we haven't seen, right? So today we are going to see what is it, software development life cycle, and what are the roles and responsibilities of the tester, and the course timings. These are the three topics we are going to see in the today session. Okay. So if you guys have any doubt while explaining, please stop me and ask your doubts. Okay. So don't feel fear to ask your doubts. Please feel free to ask your doubts. Okay. So here the software development life cycle. So basically it consists of six stages or stages of requirement analysis, system design, implementation, testing, deployment and maintenance. These are the six stages we are having in the software development life cycle. So how can we use these six phases? Okay, how can we use these six phases? Here you can see, I will give an example in the construction phase first, then we can go to the software example. Okay, so in the construction, there is a builder want to construct an apartment. There is a builder want to construct an apartment. So before going to construct an apartment, what that builder will do? Can anyone? What that builder will do? Builder will gather all the requirements of that apartment. Okay, requirements are nothing but what are the things needed to start a apartment. Is nothing but should get some permissions and should get some material, should get some plan and all things, or we are going to analyze. Is nothing but, for example, 2000 cement packets are required, 200 tons sand is required, robo sand is required. There is some analysis to them to construct that apartment. Iron is required, labor is required, these many days is required. All these are requirement analysis. Okay, so after that, once everything is ready, what we will do? We will start system designing first. System designing is nothing but initially, if you want if to buy any apartment which is in under construction, that builder will show an view to you, okay, which is already designed by the designer team, how it looks like after construction of apartment. It's like a prototype of that building. Okay, prototype or blueprint of that building, how that apartment will looks like after construction, right? You guys can see that one, that is called system design. Once the design is ready for the builder, what immediately he will do? He is a material and he have the design as well. Material is nothing but the labor and material all are available. The design is also available. What that person will do? Implementation is nothing but start constructing an apartment. Start constructing an apartment. Once the apartment construction is done, what we will do? Testing is nothing but if we have to check all the things is constructed properly or not. It means, let's take an example. In the Hyderabad, there is a different types of land, GHMC, HMDA and all those types of permission should be needed, right? If you construct any apartment under an HMDA land, so you should follow few conditions. You should follow few conditions. After construction of apartment, the government will come to that apartment, like GHMC people will come to that apartment and they will check that apartment, is that apartment is constructed as per norms or not. If it is constructed, then only they will provide a NOC. NOC is nothing but no objection certificate to stay people in that apartment. That is called it as a testing. Now these four phases is done. Requirement is done, design is also done by the engineer, and the construction is also completed. Testing is also done by the government people. What the next phase? Deployment is nothing but the people who bought flats in their apartment will come and occupy their flats. That is called deployment. And next one is maintenance. Next one is maintenance. Maintenance means if there is any issue after entered into the apartment, for example, some lift is not working, you want to buy something to the apartment, so there should be some money needed, right? So at that time, all the flat owners will collect their money and they will do required things to the apartment. That is called as a maintenance. Okay, clear? This example for this apartment, clear or not?
Yes, clear.
Circular.
If someone is asking something, any more doubts? No, right? Okay, fine. Let's see here. 1 minute, please. Okay. So let's see the software example here. Okay. Now you guys are able to hear me, right? It's reconnected to net. Hope you guys are able to hear me by now, right? Please acknowledge this guys at least in the message. Seems that network is down. Now you guys are able to hear me properly or not, please respond at least. So here we can see the software development life cycle now for the software example. For example, let's take can someone name here. We'll take Rajesh. Here you can see Rajesh want to start a new business. Okay, Rajesh want to start a new business. So he has their own requirements to make it in their website. So he reached the software company, and what that software company will do is software company will collect all the requirements from that Rajesh, what is required in that website, and that person is going to be collected and will take a document on it. Okay, the customer will give a document. The document is called CRS document. CRS document is nothing but customer requirement specification. Customer requirement specification document, that is going to be given by the customer. Okay, once the customer is given that requirement document, what that software companies will do is, who will collect that required document from the customer? Either it may be business analyst, either it may be product owner. Okay, any of them will collect the document from the customer and will convert that CRS document into the SRS document. Okay, SRS is nothing but software requirement specification. Here the difference between the CRS and SRS document is, in CRS document the customer is going to tell their requirements in normal way. It's not in a technical manner. I need login page, I need a logout page, I need some pop-up, like that they will give some information in the document. But coming to the SRS document, we are going to convert that normal into the software technology. That is the difference between CRS and SRS document. Once everything is clear, requirements are clear. I need so and so features. I need 30 features for that particular X application. Okay. So that features are clear and everything requirement analysis is done. Once it is done, we have to go to the system design. It's nothing but we have to prepare a blueprint or prototype to the customer. Okay. First of all, you have to show a design to the customer. We are going to do something here. Okay, so like in apartment, how we showed the mock-up of that apartment, similarly we have to show the blueprint of that application, how it looks like after construction, after coding, after implementation. Okay, that is called design. Once design is done, we will go with, once design is accepted by the customer, then we can go with the coding or implementation, both are same. Okay, coding means we are going to develop that application through the code. Coding is started in the third phase. Once the coding is completed, we will move that application to the tester to test it. Tester to test it. Once the tester is completed their testing, if everything works fine, then we'll move to the development. Sorry, deployment. Everything looks fine, then it will move to the deployment. If anything looks bad, then we'll revert back to the developer to re-implement the code. Re-implement the code. Okay, we will see that in the bug life cycle, how the task flow is going on. Once the task is created, or else once the bug is created, how the flow is going on. If the fail, where it go, if the pass, where it go. Okay, we are going to see all the states in it. If the testing is completed, we are going to deploy that application into the server. Server is nothing but, for example, if there is any application in your local, you guys are going to see in local system only. You can't see in the others laptops, right? So because that application is stored in your local laptop, you can't see in the outside. But if everyone want to access it, you should deploy into the cloud server, right? So this is happening in the deployment. Once after deployed into the live in the server, if there is any migrations, if there is any changes in the storage, if you want, if you have more clients to your application, then you have to change the storage as well from 1000 to 10,000, like that you have to change the storage as well. So in those scenarios, it may be helpful to you, maybe helpful to you. So this is called maintenance. Clear about this example in the softwares. Customer will come and will give requirements to the BR product owner. Then we can start the design. It's a blueprint. After we are going to start coding. Coding is done. We'll go to the testing. Testing is done. We'll deploy into the live servers. Once deployment is done, if there any changes is needed, we have to maintain by giving the money. Okay. This is the flow of the software development lifecycle. Even you join in the course or not, it's a not a matter here. So this diagram is very important. These 6 phases are very important. Okay, sometimes you may see 7 pages. Here you can see feasibility study. Okay, feasibility study is also comes under the requirement analysis. Feasibility study is nothing but, once the requirements are collected, we are going to study the feasibility is nothing but whether we guys are able to do that project or not. We have required team or not. We have required technology or not in our company. Technical feasibility and financial feasibility we are going to see in the second phase. Yeah, if there is, or else both are combined as a single phase. Okay, that's it. Any more doubts in the life cycle? Okay, cool. And next one we can see roles and responsibilities. These are the major roles and responsibilities for the manual tester and automation tester as well. So first of all, you have to analyze the requirements from user stories. This is the manual testers mostly you guys are do. Coming to the automation tester, they're just writing the scripts. First they have to write the scripts and later they have to maintain the scripts. It's nothing but after writing the scripts, if the code changes, that scripts will not work. Okay, you have to change the experts and all those things and you have to work as per it. Okay, as the code is updating on the backend, we have to update our scripts as well. Okay, analyzing the requirements from user stories and understanding functionalities of the features, work closely with the development staff and communicate more with the developers and end users is nothing but POs and some of the clients who is using that application. Participating in test plans, ఇవన్నీ మీకు అర్థమవుతాయండి. మీ క్లాసెస్ స్టార్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత టెస్ట్ ప్లాన్ అంటే ఏంటి, టెస్ట్ సినారియో అంటే ఏంటి, టెస్ట్ కేస్ అంటే ఏంటి, టెస్ట్ డేటా అంటే ఏంటి, వీ కెన్ సీ ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్. ఓకే, prepare test environment to execute the test cases, and how analyzing the test cases prepared by other team members and executing the test cases. Defect tracking is nothing but bug life cycle, you can see it. Giving mandatory information of your defects to developers in order to fix it. Retesting the fixed bugs to check for existence and to check for it effect. It's called as a sanity testing. Okay, so preparing suggestion documents to improve the quality of the application. Okay, these are the major roles and responsibilities, nothing more than it. I'm good to close the session then. So if you have any doubts, please reach out me. If you are interested to join in the course, please reach out your institutes. They will help out to you how to join in the course.